your rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie.
Y'all better hit that like button. Y'all better hit that like button. I'm not coming on till y'all hit that like.
Yeah.
Everybody want this cookie.
He gon' eat the cookie, yeah. He gon' eat the cookie all night, all night. Make sure the cookie stick before I eat you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right.
Everybody want this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
You already know.
All right, y'all. All right. Let's cut the music off and let's take the cover down. All right, people. You should be able to hear me and see me. And as you come in, let me know that you can. We got a lot of topics we got to get into. All right. I love that cookie song. And you know what's so crazy? I've had so many spikes in subscribers, over the years. I still got people asking where the cookie song come from. Can you tell them in the chat? My day one storm chasers where the cookie song came from. For everybody that's so offended by the cookie song, it's a joke. It's a joke. All right. Now, we gonna go ahead and get right into the topics today. First things first, we gotta talk about Kimberly Noel Kardashian. Used to be West, went back to Kardashian, and we forgot all the other niggas that came in you and they put a ring on your finger, and then subsequently you took it off. Kim went to the Met Gala and dragged North along with her, even though knowing damn well North didn't want to come. North don't want to wear that bullshit you be putting her in. North don't want to be whored up and slutted up the way you be trying to make her look. North ain't trying to be a fashion girl. North wants to stay at home and be on TikTok. I say let that baby be a damn baby. The streets say that Kim left North outside of the Met Gala while she went and posed in front of the cameras with a horrible ass dress, looking like a midget next to her sisters, looking like the skinny now hobby, the Ozempic hobby that she is, minus all the hair that she had lasered and burnt off while that baby sat outside and had to drink her little juice box, and you was gonna yell at her if she had spilled any juice box on her motherfucking coat. I don't talk about people cheerings over here. But it's very clear you be trying to force Lil North to do shit that she ain't interested in and shit that she don't want to do. And that's why Lil North be cussing your ass out and be dragging you for filth every single time. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how I believe it went. All right. Y'all think that Kim left North outside. No, baby. North said, bitch, I ain't going in. She told her mother, she said, Kimberly. Because I believe that North is already calling your ass by your first name, Kim. I can see now, Kim. I'm not going in, Kim. Leave me alone, Kim. Where my daddy at, Kim? I want to go hang with my daddy and Bianca. Because, North is already met and approved of Bianca. And, when North sees Bianca, she said, oh, you look just like my mommy. A great value version. And, you talking your real voice and a little bit more humble. Okay? But if you think Kim running anything when it come to North, you is surely mistaken. That baby said, I'm going to wait outside. You see the security there? She said, look, there goes John, George, and William. I'm fine. Leave me alone, Mom. Get out of my face. You're too busy around there, still starving yourself to fit in dresses, to take pictures in front of people that don't care about you no more, Kim. You're dragging that baby around every which way. Why? You got a 24/7 staff. That baby didn't have to leave the house. Why you had that? Why? That baby wanted to be at home. That baby don't care about that shit. If you don't wait till Chicago get old enough for you to trot her around like a little man of control doll, be patient, ho, and be careful. Boy, that baby approaching puberty in the day. Now she finna windmill your ass, and I hope we get it on camera because you really be pushing that shit. North said, I'm not going in. Girl. She said, girl. Goodbye. Damn. Leave that baby alone and let that baby be herself. But it's all good, though. The security was out there, so we ain't got to call CPS on your ass. Next, we got to, speaking of somebody that's on your ass and that will take your ass, we got to talk about Trick or Trey Songz. I just feel like we really got to call you Tremaine because I don't know if it's the spirit of Tremaine that's causing you to smoke these hoes and choke these hoes out, or if it's Trey. Is it Trey or Tremaine that's doing the choking and the alleged graping? I already told y'all the story that I heard. Do I need to tell you the Trey Songz story again that I heard? And it's allegedly in a public place. Trey Songz went up to a woman. Went up to a woman. The race does not matter. And said, "What's good? I want to fuck." And she said, no. He said, "What, bitch? I'm Trey Songz." And put her up against the wall and took it right there in a room full of everybody. You know it's bad when they say that Trey Songz documentary is going to be 10 times worse than the R. Kelly one. But anyway, it's my belief that Trey Songz got a nasty ass witch on payroll because he has gotten out of his latest charges too. He had 10 charges dropped. Y'all remember? We reported on the show that he had allegedly punched and choked a woman in a New York City bowling alley. All right. Only for 10 charges to be dropped. He took a plea deal, which means that nigga did that shit. And he agreed to like 12 classes of anger management, and he has already started on anger management. But here's the problem. When you have a history of allegedly being a sexual predator, abusive, and locking hoes in hotel rooms, because whether they hoes or not, they still have a right to say yes and no. And when they're ready to go, let them go. Point blank. It's that simple. All right. But when you have a history of getting away with shit the way that he has, he ain't gonna stop until he's forced to stop. He will continue to go down the same path until he cannot anymore, and until he is thrown away, and the key is thrown away too, until he's officially canceled. But even with the grape allegations, even with the sexual aggression, even with how he did Kiki, how he did that whole Selena Powell, how he allegedly, oh, I don't know how many stories y'all need. You go in the chat, you go in the comment section, and they still say, "We love you, Trey. You can choke me anytime, Trey. You think the shit is cute until it's you." Anyway, moving right along from that. It's a whole damn mess. Continues to get out of shit. Next, we got to talk about Nelly and Ashanti. Now, I think this picture's old because I ain't seen Nelly with a gold tooth in a real long time. I'm just saying. Anyway, Nelly and Ashanti confirmed that they are back together, but it ain't really like that. First off, let's keep it a stack. You're seeing a bunch of people spin the block due to the Mercury retrograde. This is what happens. Old friendships, old lovers, good and bad, seem to come back. People that hadn't texted you in months or years, all of a sudden text you, all of a sudden call you, all of a sudden you run into them. And you're tempted to spin the block. I'm here to let you know that typically what happens is that shit is hot and steamy throughout the retrograde. And then when things get back on track, all of a sudden the relationship fizzles. Now, if this relationship can survive the retrograde, they may actually be in it for the long haul. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he's ever gonna marry her because for some reason this man don't want to be married. He just like to lock women down and waste decades of their lives. Now, if you want a baby, he'll give you a baby. And maybe that's just at the point where Ashanti, I don't know. I don't know what business. It ain't my job to police her body. But will he marry her? No. I don't think so. But will he waste another decade of her life? Sure. He has no issue with that. And so it is what it is. But the true nature of this relationship is that they're just taking things slow. They hunching. They're feeling the feelings that they felt before. And sometimes you get to a point in life where you don't want to add anybody else to your cat facts. You just kind of want to go back to what's familiar. And you want to feel those old feelings that you felt. Except y'all both have grown and been through shit. And I just don't know. But I wish her the best. But I think she's wasting her time. Point blank. Moving right along from that, we got to talk about Judy and Brat. All right. Got to talk about Judy. Jessica. All right. Kaleidoscope and them so deaf braids the Brat done worn since the 90s. But I love it for her because she love it. All right. Everybody is mad because the Brat and Judy picked some white nut to make a baby. Okay. Everybody's in their feelings. Not everybody. Certain people online are in their feelings. Saying, oh, just say you wanted a mixed baby. Just say you wanted a biracial baby. They're colorists. They're this. They're that. At the end of the day, it is absolutely true that there is a shortage of black sperm at sperm banks. Now, I saw people say y'all could have called Nick Cannon. I'm sure y'all got friends. I'm sure they didn't want to go to nobody that they knew. First off, who is asking for Nick Cannon's sick ass nut? No shade. You don't know if what that nigga got is genetic. Who is purposeful? Well, hoes that ain't got no future. But outside of that, Judy and Brat is cool money wise. So why are they going to purposely pick some sick ass nut? No shade. No shade. I'm just saying. You think they was going to go around there and ask Bow Wow? Who want a baby with Bow Wow? You know they was going to go ask Jermaine Dupri? Or any of that other trade that hang around them in Atlanta? They don't want they nut. Did you think the Brat was finna go ask Ricky Smiley? Or maybe one of her gay assistants? What the fuck? They wanted to do it through a sperm bank for a reason. Period. But when you go to a sperm bank, they ain't really got no selection of black men. You know why? Because typically when you try to be a sperm donor, you have to know your family lineage. And it's sad to say, but a lot of us don't even know our father, let alone our grandfather, our great-grandfather. We don't know. Keep it a stack. Niggas walking around right now when they juniors, the third, and don't even know the one that came before them. So please, I'm sorry. A lot of motherfuckers sick with shit they don't know they got. So when they nut get tested, it ain't no good. Just because that nigga look strong don't mean his nut is any good. It is what it is. And especially this new generation, all that lean and Percocets and weed they smoke. Them swimmers ain't swimming like that. They just not. So, at the end of the day, they pick a white sperm donor. So what? So what? I do not see the reason for the scandal. Now, I will say this. The Brat said that the one black dude they showed that they saw looked like Jiminy Cricket, and a lot of people didn't like that. They said she didn't have to call him that. That was colorist. That was racist. No, if the black dude was not attractive, he was just not attractive. Now you're gonna tell me because you black, you gotta find every other black person attractive? Now I do say that there are way more important things than just the attractiveness of your donor, right? You should be looking at the education and of course their health and of course their mental health, whatever. But that being said, let's stop acting like if we didn't have a chance to play God and make our babies, that we ain't gonna give our babies the best chance at being the best looking. Keep it real. A lot of y'all, that's the reason why women only date tall men, because they want their kids to be taller, to have greater advantages in life. We know life is about looks. You get treated better based upon having certain features and looking a certain way. These are facts. And just because you didn't think twice before your ugly baby daddy nutted in you when you had kids that look like his ugly ass, don't mean because they can actually pick their baby daddy that they gonna pick an ugly one just because you did. Then somebody talking about, oh, well, maybe the baby still would have looked like Judy because it's Judy's egg, not Brat's egg. Oh, maybe the baby still would have looked like Judy. No, ugly genes are dominant. How many times do I have to tell y'all that? Ugly genes are dominant. Right now, y'all know cute mothers, ugly daddies, and the babies look just like the daddies. I'm going to look in the chat because I want y'all to tell me I'm lying. A lot of y'all right now, your mammy was rubbing hands on your stomach, praying that baby didn't look like the baby daddy for that baby to come out and look just like the baby daddy. Sometimes a light-skinned version, sometimes a dark-skinned version, but a version of the daddy nonetheless. And it seemed like today, babies is looking more and more like they daddies. It seems like every baby I see down my timeline look like the daddy. Tell me I'm lying. A lot of y'all got homegirls right now. She had that baby. You say, oh, I'm sure she's going to be a smart little girl just like you. A lot of y'all right now didn't even show your baby for the first 6 months because you already knew you were coming there. Please stop. It is what it is. So let them play with their white nuts. Let them have whatever baby they want to have. Just who cares? Who cares? The way I saw a lot of black men talking, I'm just like, are you intimidated by a white man's nut? You do realize these is two lesbians, right? Like they ain't in a relationship with the white man. The white man needed $50 to $100 for a pizza and a medium Diet Coke, so he nutted in a cup. I'm kidding. He wanted to give back, but you get the point. Like this ain't like no relationship. Like this is transactional. And nigga, if you can actually save $25K, you can go buy a donor egg. And if you want an egg from a white lady, you can go get one. Get your money up. Don't complain. Just saying. Anyway, next we got to talk about Khloe Alexandria Kardashian. You are the alleged Kardashian, but you is the ignorant, stupid ass baby mama to Tristan Trevor James Tricky Dicky third trimester Thompson. What y'all think about that full name I got for Tristan? Tristan Trevor James Tricky Dicky third trimester Thompson. This picture always cracks me up because this picture is like before they had kids and before she realized that this dude was about to take her for a whirlwind that she was never going to be able to get out of. Now, Khloe, I done already told you I'm going to be done dragging you as soon as you can admit that Jordan never did anything wrong because your ninja was no good from the start. Oh shit, we got that want the bread, that want the bread news. We got that want the bread, want the bread, want the bread, want the bread, want the bread on. We got that want the bread news. That stale ass news, that unseasoned news, that cheating news, baby mama news. We got that want the bread, want the bread, want the bread, want the bread, want the bread on. We got that want the bread news. And bitch, I held that note. Now, Chloe allegedly got mad at Tristan's baby mama, Merle, that's a personal trainer from Texas, that he had got pregnant and then tried to offer $75K to have an abortion, and then she moved to California so she could get more child support. That's the personal trainer that is currently getting $40,000 a month in child support. Let me add that up. Wait a minute. Let me add that up. She's getting $480,000 a year just to have a baby by somebody. And tax free. And y'all mad at Eboni? I'm drinking coffee. That's why my tongue brown. And y'all mad at me? I got that Sukiyama tongue like I've been eating some ass. And y'all mad at Eboni? Eboni Carisha Williams? Because she don't want to date a bus driver? And this hoe's out here with $480,000 tax free just to have a baby? I would take care of all y'all kids for $40,000 a month. Believe that. Merle Lee is getting that exotical tax. Damn. Some people just get it. If you gonna hold yourself out, that's how you do it. You gonna sleep with a no good ass nigga, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Now, is a baby gonna have emotional issues and self-esteem issues and probably need lots of therapy? I hope she puts some of it away for the therapy that baby gonna need. Yes. But other than that, damn. They better be glad God didn't make me no woman. I'd be a seeming demon in them streets. Get that money. Get that money. Y'all see shit crumbling, collapsing? You see the economy? Don't spread your legs for nobody that can't help you out. If your mammy didn't tell you, I'm telling you. Now, all y'all ain't got $40,000 a month coochie, and that's fine. But that nigga better be able to pay a fucking Sprint bill. He better be able to help with that car note. You got parking tickets, he better be able to help you with that. If you like, oh shit, damn, I feel a little short, baby. Can you help, damn, extra medical bill fucking heat, bitch. I don't want, oh shit, damn, that, you don't call your mama? That ain't a nigga need to be blowing your back out. They said Storm would be slinging cooch from Cedar Shine. I would be a fucking slut. And I already ain't got like no emotional attachment. Oh shit, boy. Anyway, so Chloe got mad at Merle Lee and said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and release the name of our baby. So the son that Chloe had with Tristan, she named him Tatum Robert Thompson. And Tatum means cheerful and full of spirit. Well, I'm sure glad you named that baby cheerful, because Chloe, you sure as hell wasn't cheerful when that baby was in another woman's uterus while Tristan was cheating on you once again. His whole creation wasn't very cheerful. It was actually stressful. You should have named the baby Stress Thompson, because that baby caused you a lot of fucking stress. The Thrift Queen says, Storm, it's different when you're a woman. I don't know. You got some women out there that can slang cooch and don't give a damn. Remember I told you, the morals keep you poor. Anyway. Yeah, congratulations on a baby, but what do y'all think about the name? This was news for whatever reason. You know what this name is giving? Even though it's a beautiful name. The name is giving... I feel like Chloe actually wanted to name that baby Tristan Jr. And either she did it and then changed it, or when this scandal happened, once this scandal happened, she really just couldn't decide on a name after that. Do you know what I'm saying? I really feel like Chloe planned on naming this baby Tristan Jr. And when that shit came out, she said, damn. And then she had to think of something else. But Helen ain't the worst name in the world, and who gives a shit? Moving right along, we got to talk about Jaime Foxx. He allegedly gave us an update on Instagram that said, "Thank you for the prayers." Y'all know damn well that wasn't Jaime, right? Y'all know damn well that wasn't Jaime, right? Can we keep it a stat? That was not Jaime responding saying thank you for the prayers. I do not even believe that Jaime is conscious. I will say Jaime has a very solid camp because we really don't know what's going on. And all the different stories you hear coming out, all the different updates is mostly speculation and a little bit of what the family wants to put out just so we don't continue to try to dig. Could this be Jaime Foxx's rebirth? Mars, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Jaime Foxx was already gone and they just waiting to tell us. That's the vibe it was giving because over the weeks or days since he's been in the hospital, since we've known he's been in the hospital, the way the celebrities have been talking, they talk about him as if he's already gone. He was such a great man. He had such a great spirit. All the posts I saw looked very memorial-like. Do you understand? They not going to tell us the real deal because even in the industry, there is a code of secrecy. And to be honest, it's none of our business. He's still a human being and he is still entitled to privacy. Number one. Number two, the power of the tongue is real. There's so many people that want him dead, just because people are haters, people that'll wish you dead, all kinds of witchcraft. So people don't understand. A lot of times you got to keep your business to yourself because you got so many people praying against you. That shit is very real. Y'all worried about the fights with your fists, baby. That fighting with your fists ain't shit. You fighting spirits in the spirit world that you ain't even aware of. Cynthia G said, notice how none of his preferences are by his side as he's wasting away. Child, you know what? But you know the reason for that too, Cynthia G? Part of the reason why the preferences are not by his side, or really anybody but his daughter, is that he can't commit to anybody. This is another black man that don't want to commit to anybody. Now it's been alleged that somebody tried to poison him on set. He thought somebody tried to kill him. Y'all, all that's very possible. This is the industry we're talking about. Sacrifices are due when they're due. And if you don't want to give anything up, it is what it is. If you don't want to humiliate yourself, it is what it is. I do believe that as his star falls, we're going to see his daughter rise. We're going to see Corinne Foxx in some movies. All of a sudden, we're going to start talking about her. All Katie Holmes said is that she's concerned and she wished him the best. But Katie Holmes said, but he ain't with Katie no more. He ain't been with Katie in a while. I'm going to be honest, because I'm a man, last time I checked. Last time I looked between my legs. Even though I really don't want to be committed to nobody, what you do have to be real about is that as a man, when you, God forbid, when shit hits the fan, right? You want somebody by your side. You want somebody that you can trust. Somebody that ain't just ready to pull the plug on your black ass and take your fucking money. Now, because us as black men typically have emotional incest with our mothers, because when, our pappers don't stick around, y'all already know how they go. We look at it like, okay, I got my mama, but your mama ain't supposed to be, it's supposed to be your wife. It's supposed to be your significant other. But it's gonna be a whole lot of it's gonna be a whole lot of lonely men in nursing homes and hospitals in the next 30 to 40 years. Cause my generation ain't even they flat out saying fuck women, period. Michelle said, "Oh well, you can't use women for that." That's true. That's true. I can't listen. That's true. That's why y'all gotta be careful of men marrying y'all, not telling you that they sick. I'm not talking about with STDs, but I'm just saying, well, that too. But men not telling y'all they got cancer. Men not saying they only got a couple years left to live. And at least if you're gonna do that, at least have a nice life insurance policy. Shit. Niggas had $10,000 in life insurance talking about some marry me, bitch. Bye. What the fuck? Anyway. So you use women before your deathbed? A lot of men do. But I'm just saying that's a consequence of living a bachelor lifestyle really too long. As a man, you ain't really supposed to still be a bachelor and you like in your 40s. What are you doing? See, can we be real? And this is not a relationship channel. I don't know nothing about relationships. I don't know, and I don't fucking care at the moment. But let's be real. As a man, you're not supposed to be still playing the field in your 30s and 40s. That's actually when you're supposed to be ready to sit your ass down somewhere. Am I tripping? He's 55. Exactly. Oh shit, I forgot. He's 55. Still playing the field. Playing for what? You can't even get it up like that no more. I don't care. I mean, unless you on a honey packet every day, unless you got that Viagra prescription on lock, you can't even get it up every day when you in your 50s. I'm sorry. Not on a standard American diet. Now, maybe an old nigga from the Caribbean, or Africa, not here. A lot of dudes wait until they look rolled hard and wet until they hit the wall, and then they want to settle down. And I'm going to say this too. I get online, I gossip for a living. And gossip is one of the lowest forms of communication. I'm talking about vibrational wise, right? And I understand that I pay with certain drama in my personal life because of the drama that I put on and that I invoke out to others, okay? But a lot of these people online that's teaching the up and coming and current generation of men to just never settle down. Fuck all women. You don't need them. A lot of y'all gonna burn it. Y'all gonna burn in hell. Because y'all lying to these people. Y'all lying to them. Everybody needs somebody. This man is sick and on his deathbed, if we gonna keep it real. And he ain't got no wife by his side. He got his daughter. He got his oldest daughter. But if she didn't fuck with him, he'd have nobody. What? The assistants? The assistants, your manager, your lord, they all in it for the money. Thrift Queen said they're going to die by 50-something. Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of them ain't even going to make it. Diddy's another one, too. That's why he has to constantly keep a bunch of people around him. That's why Diddy has to constantly... Diddy damn near 60, throwing a party every other day. Why? Because guess what? That nigga gets lonely. That nigga gets lonely. I'm going all over the place with that, but best of luck. I'm not buying anything that's coming out about Jaime right now. I think that man is still unconscious. That's my honest opinion. Moving right along from that. That's not the picture I wanted. I wanted to talk about Kenya Moore and her alleged new man. Allegedly. Okay, his name is Roy Shlomo. He's Israeli, and he is a restaurateur and an entrepreneur here in Atlanta. And this is allegedly Kenya's new man. Now, Kenya says she's afraid to fully fall in love with a man again. And I'm here to say, Kenya, sis, do you just love to eat? Because it's the second man now that work in the restaurant industry. Now, mind you, shout out to Eboni Carisha Williams. Mind you, Kenya ain't dating the busser or the waiter or the manager. She's dating the man that owns the restaurant. Okay, to be fair, she's dating the man that owns the restaurant. And yes, it may be storyline, but two men in a row that own restaurants, maybe sis really just want to make sure she fed. I don't. She really just want free food. God damn. What happened to her husband? I don't even think they're officially divorced yet. Mark Daly wants more manor here in Atlanta. And everybody kept saying why he want the house. Mark Daly wants Kenya's house because Kenya don't have a mortgage on it. Y'all, Kenya owns her house outright. Not own it with like, oh, I own it, but I'm still paying a mortgage. Like, no, all she pay is taxes on the house every year. That's it. So Mark wants half of that. He wants half ownership of the house so he can force her to sell it and take half the profits. Her house is probably worth over $1 million or $2 million by now in this market. Anyway, we don't know if this is a real relationship or storyline, but we're going to continue to watch it. He is Kenya's type. He's 51 or 52 years old. Kenya's in her 40s. I think his age appropriate. I think his looks appropriate. They look good together. I'm here for it. I just hope he's not another narcissist or, sociopath. I don't know. I like it, but I just don't know if it's real. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. He can't have it because she had it before they got married. He's still fighting for whatever reason. And then, of course, she didn't have no prenup when she married him. Oh, Kenya, what was you thinking? How can he get it? He may have lied in court and tried to say he lived there. He didn't even live there. He might have said them overnight visits, them weekend visits. Who knows? When you go through a divorce or breakup, people change and they get spiteful. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Eboni Williams. And we're going to talk about that with Love Jones on After Dark, but I wanted to address it by myself as well. Now I got to find a picture of Eboni. There we go. All right, cool. By the way, is Eboni half white? And I called her Eboni Carisha Williams. I don't even know if Carisha is a middle. I don't know. I don't know what the case stands for. But is Eboni half white? I don't know why she kind of gave that, or maybe I'm just tripping. Y'all let me know. Anyway. Eboni Williams been getting dragged the last couple of days because she is stuck and doubled down on the fact that she don't want to date a bus driver. She wants to date the man who owns the bus company. Eboni then made comments about holding black men to certain standards, not wanting to be with somebody who is mediocre and average, and everybody's in a tiff because she called regular workers mediocre and average. And my question is, do y'all not know the definition of words? Do y'all not know the definition of words? Don't get me wrong. Our society is held together by our teachers, our bus drivers, are essential workers. But those are average jobs that typically command an average salary. And you would typically have a mediocre or average life in the United States of America. That is the truth. and she kept it real. You may not have liked how she said it. And yes, she did kind of go all over the place. Yes, she does speak like an attorney, and she argues like an attorney. So if you're not intelligent and you're not able to keep up, she will definitely dominate any conversation. Period. But I could understand. I could sift through it to understand what she was getting at. If we want to move forward as a people, number one, the men have to step up and take leadership and do it. If we want true economic power in this country, then we are going to have to encourage our black men, our black boys coming up growing into black men, to go into certain positions. When people of other cultures, and this is something that DJ Envy didn't understand because he was in his feelings because he's just overly fucking emotional. He sat there, DJ Envy sat there, was completely disingenuous and acted like he has not worked 20-hour days on the fucking turntable so he wouldn't be the average DJ. So he could keep that racially ambiguous wife that DJ Envy has. No shade. Black people suffer from being so emotional that we don't see the logic. And y'all will throw somebody away because of how they said something instead of what they said. But the preacher get up and lie to your ass every Sunday. But they say it in a way that speaks to your spirit. So you don't mind them lying to your ass. But let's keep it real. We as black people in this country apply to jobs, get jobs, work hard as hell for these promotions, only to time and time again be passed over for a white person. Your resume thrown out because you got a black name. Oh shit, resume thrown out because you got a certain kind of name. You think they don't know when they look at your resume you black? They can tell. I worked in management briefly. And I'm black, but I can tell. I can tell not only by your name, I can tell by how it's spelled. Period. We can tell. And a lot of times what they do, they throw that shit right in the trash. But if we, as a community, had enough economic power to where Devontae didn't have to go to George for a job and he could go to another man in a power position named Travarius, he would have no issue getting a job. You understand what I'm saying? I get what she was saying. Like, no, we need more of us in boss positions, in ownership positions. Because being the boss of a company that ain't yours just means that you are just a high paid employee. Choose and Boo say, yeah, I had that problem, but I don't want to work on a plantation anymore anyway. Then you got the right attitude. You got the right attitude. But I understood what she was saying. Like, in order for us to really make changes, then yeah, we gotta encourage more men to be in boss positions. And let me tell you something. When them Nigerians come over here, them Indians come over here, the Mexicans come over here, the parents will work the mediocre and so-called menial jobs. They will do whatever they got to do to put their kids through school. And yes, they will all live in the same house. Niggas, we can't do that shit. We can't stand each other. So we can't even stay in a house to... not going there. I'm all over the place. Now I'm sounding like Eboni Carisha Williams. Anyway, they will work the mediocre and menial jobs and tell their kids, you're going to be a doctor or an engineer. They ain't even really pushing their kids to be attorneys no more because the majority of attorneys really don't make a lot of money. They end up being like a public defender and it's another story for another day. So they really be like, okay, what you want to be, a doctor or engineer? Those are your choices. And then as a family, they build economically from there. So I wish she would have articulated that point. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want to be a businessman? Okay, but what business are we opening? And they would have a jewelry shop, a dry cleaners. They just think differently. So she wants, and this is a woman that still that wants to have a baby. So she wants to have a baby with a boss. She's in a certain position. She wants a baby with a boss. And guess what? They're going to put that same kind of thinking into their child. Yeah. Ain't nothing worth going to college for. Not really, unless you're going to science, technology, engineering, mathematics. That's it. All that other shit that people go to college for, you making your parents proud, your grandparents proud. You doing it just to do. But you know what happens to a lot of us? We go get these bullshit degrees. We go work a bullshit job where they want to pay you $50K a year. And you got $50K in student loans. And you struggle. And you struggle. A lot of these teachers spend all these years in school to teach some badass kids that's beating them up, for them to still have to work and do Uber on the weekends just to make ends meet. Why you think I'm online being a slut for money? Because I might as well be a hoe that other shit ain't working. You get my point. So why she's still single? Those are other issues. Now I'm gonna be honest. She may just have I don't know her in real life. She might just have a shitty personality. I don't know. Her breath could stink. I don't know. But her saying that she expects to be able to find a man of color in a boss position, that is her preference. So what's the problem? DJ Envy got all of his feelings for what? For what? You could live very comfortably on $50K a year if you don't live beyond your means. I'm going to be honest, not with kids. And it depends on, okay, well, we done with Ebony now. Now we just talking. Can you live on $50K a year comfortably in the United States? It depends on where you live. If you live in Indiana, maybe. In Atlanta, rent is $2K. You can't even afford a place only making $50K a year. I don't know if y'all seen the price of shit lately, but like, I really don't know how most people are making it. Yeah, you can if you go live it. I'm keeping it real. If I go move back to St. Louis, if I go back and I live in Belleville, or if I want to go live in Fairview Heights, Illinois, or O'Fallon, yeah, I could live on $50K. Yeah. But if I want to live in any major metropolitan city with something going on, no. You can't even make it in Chicago with $50K a year. Yeah, Seattle expensive as hell. Nowhere in California. Nowhere in New York. Shit, Florida. Them niggas move up here because it's so expensive. They said it's cheaper in the South. It depends on what part of the South. Now, if I go move to Athens, Georgia, then sure. Oh, they said St. Louis ain't cheap no more. I ain't lived there in years. I ain't lived there since 2011. I went to college, but you get the point. It's all based on lifestyle. It's all based on where you live in the country. But, Cynthia said not even in Charlotte. That's true too. Then you still got to think, wait a minute, you still got to think health insurance. First off, if your salary is $50K, you got to think of taxes that's coming out. Health insurance, dental insurance. You need life insurance. Better hope you don't have no kids. You can do it, but you gonna really Now you can go, if you cool living in a tiny house, maybe a mobile home, you can do it. But you only gonna be in certain parts of this country. Otherwise, making $50K, you can't even get an apartment in most metropolitan cities. Major metropolitan cities. Sorry. Move to Detroit. Yeah, you can move to Detroit. They got houses up there for $20. They said St. Louis ain't cheap no more. Damn. I'm just keeping it real. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what my ass been thinking about. My ass been thinking about low key just. Let me not tell people my plans. I don't know where this country's headed. I don't. But anyway, I went way off chart with that. Way off base. Oh shit, my phone died. Ugh. All right, so questions, comments, concerns, put them in the chat. They said my annual rent here in Charlotte is $30K. See, 3-bedroom in San Diego, $4,500. Yeah. 1-bedroom apartment in Mississippi is $900. Now I did consider. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I can save a lot of money. But seriously, yeah, even tiny homes ain't cheap no more. They near $100K. Storm ready to leave the country. Low key, yeah. Once I make enough money, oh yeah, I'm gonna be just like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, sure is. Storm, how is it in California? Expensive as hell. Expensive as hell. California ain't even, and we gonna keep it real. Cynthia G said Eboni is a millionaire and they want to get her to be with the bus driver so she can lose her wealth to a broke man if they marry and divorce. Good point, Cynthia. Eboni is a millionaire. I saw somewhere she make about $650K a year. I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. But even if she makes $650,000 a year, why would she want to date somebody that only makes $60K a year? Number one. Number two, if she never finds anybody that meets the requirements, she will be okay because she makes a certain amount of money. She will be fine. She'll be fine. I live in Maryland. It's very expensive to live here. Wish I could relocate. That's why I didn't get in no relationship, and that's why I didn't have no kids in Atlanta. I wanted to make sure. I didn't want no ties. I can't. I know a ton of people who moved to Mexico, Colombia, and Thailand. Yes. And honestly, a lot of y'all gonna have to do that in your retirement. Because who really, and I mean honestly, who really gonna have enough money for retirement in the U.S.? Shit, I look at the money I pay in rent, bills, I be like, damn. You really low-key working just to pay more bills. Where would she even meet a bus driver? Thank you. On the streets. Why Iyanla not with a bus driver? Because she ain't gonna date no fucking bus driver. That's why. It's not just about money. It's also the circles you hang out with. You can't take everyone with you. No, you cannot. Somebody said Finland got the best. Yeah, Finland, Norway, Austria, those countries, they really have it figured out. They work four-day work weeks. free health insurance, free education, clean air. They walk or they bike everywhere. Honestly, if I was going to have some kids, I would not raise them here. Growing up in America is traumatic. It's traumatic. If you stay in America, it's going to be most of us having roommates. That's really going to be the future. Everybody's going to live in like boxes or little small homes. If you smart, invest in tiny homes and mobile homes because people are going to go back to doing it. Yeah, Scandinavia, yeah, clean drinking water too. Clean, fresh food that ain't giving you cancer. If you stay in America, you got a 50% chance of getting cancer too. No storm in Austria, we don't have 4-day work week. Well, that's what the people say. Maybe that's just in Finland. America be having too many school shootings. See, that's how they live in Tokyo. Yeah, it is. The real issue is that most black men don't own anything, so they felt like she was dissing black men, although she didn't mention the race of man. But it's the truth. Most black men don't own anything. And it doesn't even matter what industry we in. Whether it's YouTube, I don't own a fucking YouTube. I do what I stay within the guidelines of what YouTube say. Them ninjas in Hollywood, black people don't run Hollywood. We know who run Hollywood. Sports. A lot of them ninjas making great money. They don't own anything. They stay in their place. So what's the problem with her saying own some shit? That's all I'm saying. So are you saying black men are followers and not leaders? Child. Let me not, for they start saying they the alpha males, but all I'm saying is alpha males don't answer to anybody. All I'm saying is alpha males ain't gonna let a fellow black male get choked out on a train for no reason. Alpha males ain't gonna let cops kill a nigga in the streets because it's 3-4 cops out there and there's 30 of y'all. Even if they shoot a few of y'all, they can't kill all of y'all. I'm just saying. We got to think differently. You got to think generationally. Yeah, the NBA doesn't represent the real world. It's a microcosm. Yeah. All these niggas tall for no reason. Great at basketball. You ain't gonna make it to the NBA. You could start a black league. Don't nobody want to do that. Alpha males will never be a slave. No. Alpha males will make you kill every single one of them until there was none left. That's the thing. A true alpha male has no problem laying down his life and sacrificing his life for the greater good. He ain't even gonna think twice about it. Cynthia G said, I also think they fear black women having standards because that will cause them to have less access and options. That's a good point too. Although I think black women actually having standards would just force them to be better men. What happened to the Big Three League? See? I don't know. Military men, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, facts on, yeah. That's like we gotta think differently. We gotta create but once again, it goes back to all this shit. Still, also goes back to we don't even have black families. We don't have families. So all this shit we talking about means nothing. I know this is controversial and I don't believe this to be true, but I never understood why Kanye said slavery was a choice. What's your opinion? Well, he got dragged for it, but Kanye had a point. Because think about it. We were sold off by our own people. That was a choice. You had a choice to either walk towards the boat or make that cracker kill you right there in front of everybody. Some of them black folks said, I ain't going where you take. I'll take my chances here and jumped in the ocean. It's a fucked up choice, but it's still a choice. A lot of us need to be real and understand that our own people sold us out. They want to say they kings and queens, but would kings and queens really would have been sold into slavery, or was it like our ancestors were like the lower class of wherever they came from, or prisoners of war, or the throwaways, or the undesirables? The undesirable Europeans came here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This was a lot. I feel like we need to have more conversations like this. Keep rising to the top said it's hard to admit. It's hard to admit, but it's a conversation we need to have. Dane Calloway explains that, okay. Thank God my ancestors didn't commit self-deletion because I would not be here. Okay. But what is the quality of your life here? Honestly. Let's see. All right, that's it. All right, we're going to go live with Love Jones so we can do Storm After Dark. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Catch me everywhere, and I will catch you guys later. Oh, whoa. Thrift Queen says, so how are you being the change, Storm? Well, here's the Thrift Queen. I'm going to answer your question before we get out of here. This is where I struggle. I really don't want to be the leader of people. I just don't want anyone else to be in control of my life. Does that make sense? So I just kind of lead my own path, but I know that's inherently selfish and really not helping to bring change. See what I'm saying? I mean, I got this lone wolf on me for, can't really see that. I don't think I got that on me for a reason. I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to answer to anybody, but I guess if I wanted to be the change, I would have to then work with the youth to help them, because it's too hard to help adults. Adults is hard-headed. Adults is hard-headed. So I would actually have to work with children. But that's me. I don't want to be in control of people. Do you? But you can't tell me what to do. I want to do, I do me. I pave my own way. And actually, I've been doing that for years. So anyway,